Hey YouTube, Robert here from Hitch to Horsepower, and today I'm tackling a job that I have been meaning to do for, at least 6 months, if not more. The door lock actuator on the driver's side rear door stopped working for lock and unlock, so it was a pain. You had to reach your arm way back here and unlock it or roll the window down or whatever. Plus, the window switch, you could roll the window down, but it wouldn't work rolling the window back up. So figured let's do that. It wasn't the end of the world because you could still work the window from the driver's panel, but it was a little annoying for rear seat passengers for those few times I have people very rarely have more than me in the truck, but there's a few times I have people actually riding in the back. So put a new one in. You can see it has a little dot on it for some reason, but other than that it's the same thing. I did slightly, I'll show you right here, slightly crack the plastic there while prying it apart, but it's still in there really secure, so I'm not too stressed about it. But anyway, I figure there's plenty of videos online showing you how to change the door lock actuator. They will tell you to take the outer door handle off I don't know if you can see it, to connect the rod that comes up to actuate the outer handle. I did not do that. I was able to get it all done. The piece that was the most pain was the connector that attached from the lock actuator up to the outer door handle thing. That was a royal pain to get undone. The new one has a different style, which hopefully I won't have to do this job again. Well, actually, the passenger front door is acting up, so I'm gonna have to do this job in a few minutes. But anyway, what I wanted to kind of show you today is, you hear this. I'm gonna, I've got the Bose system in here, but these speakers, have seen better days. 110,000 miles and, what is it, 14 years? You can see plus they just weren't the best speakers in the world. I'm not doing some crazy system in it, but I did just get a cheap set of Pioneer 6.5 inch, and I just ordered the little bracket thingy. I gotta go to Best Buy and pick it up because they actually had it in stock, surprisingly. But what I was getting at is, you hear just this noise. Granted, part of that is these little things here that once the bolts are in aren't going to make that noise, but still, anyway. So what I have is knockoff Dynamat. It's the real cheap stuff, and we're just going to place it in a few little spots just to try to make things quiet down a little bit. Let me see if I was curious. Will that do any difference for I'm knocking on it? Probably not, since I know this is fascinating, YouTube. And by the way, thank you for sticking with me. I know I haven't posted a video in quite a while. As some of you may know, I suffered from some pretty severe health issues over the years. I spent roughly 10 years lying in bed, starting when I was 23. 24-ish surgeries, died twice. Including one time for close to 2 minutes, where a couple of the best surgeons in the world from Johns Hopkins said there was no medical reason I survived, and it was the best evidence for divine intervention they'd ever seen. So I'm very thankful to be here and doing as well as I am, because the doctors always told me I was never going to recover. They said, we can't fix what you have, and you're going to be miserable forever. But I didn't give up. But I have my bad days, and I've had a little bit worse the last few months. Still functioning fairly well, but getting out and making videos hasn't been something that has been in the cards. But I want to try to do some now, and I'm going to also try to stop saying but so much. Anyway, you see what I did there? But instead of but. So we're going to toss a little bit of this tape on in a couple little spots and see if it makes a difference. Hold on a second. Anyway, well, actually, because I can't really do this one-handed, but it's you know, it's just similar to Dynomat. It's just a little. It's just this. I don't know. I'll look up and see what it was. I bought it a while back I think off Amazon. But it's the same type of deal. And this stuff, if you really wanted to, eventually, I would love to get big Dynomat pieces or lizard skin or something and just coat the entire cap. Not going to do that right now because obviously that involves a lot more work. So we're just going to put a few little squares. It really doesn't take a lot of this stuff, and we'll see how it sounds in a minute. I put a little tiny piece right back here, and we're going to take this little piece here, and so we'll just, I'm tucking, I probably could just go on the outside. I think there's plenty of room between the panel and this, but there again, I said but again. So we're going to just stick it back here, stick it on, and you still got this sound up here from these. Let me see if I can, but God, just it's you know, it's a flimsy piece of metal. Yeah, but every little bit will help. So we're gonna stick a few more in some just locations. You just want to be careful that you don't, you know, put in where, you know, cover up the holes for the door panel. Somehow this got all scratched up. I noticed that this door panel wasn't completely latched into place as well as I would like. So I don't know exactly why it did that. Well, when I put it back on, I will try to secure it really well. It was in here good. It didn't want to come out. In fact, I'm dropping the truck off at the dealer tomorrow to get the trailer brakes working, because it says service trailer brake every time I turn it on, and it doesn't work trailer brakes. So there's a relay in the back that I replaced, and I actually even replaced this. When I did, I've been working on cars since I was 14 years old, and have never broken a panel on a relatively new car. Some of the 40 or 50-year-old cars, sometimes they break. This thing just snapped in several places, and GM doesn't make a replacement. You would think, for how many millions of these trucks are on the road, it says it's a different one from the next generation, even though it looks exactly the same. But they don't have that as either. So I've been driving around for several months with no panel here. A little less than ideal, but it works, yeah. So take it to the dealer tomorrow. I think there's actually a reprogram. I have a, well, not dealer level, but a professional mechanics level computer, and it will tell me, but it's not telling me exactly what it is. Anyway, back to this. I did order for the speaker, the little connector here. You can just take the speaker and mount it here and drill some screws, but that's not the best. And it's kind of interesting how tiny this is. Yeah, I'd love to do an amp and stuff, but well, yeah, no. All right, let me put some more tape on, and this video is running a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But let's stick some tape on, and we'll see how it does. Well, we've got a new door lock actuator in place. We have a new window switch that will go back on when I put the door panel. As you can see, I actually use this truck for stuff, so the door panel's a little dirty. And we got a new speaker. I normally solder all my speaker connections and all that, but I wanted to try these little waterproof connector thingies. So, and I'm not too stressed about it, so I put them on there. They actually feel very secure, and then I put a little electrical tape on it. So I'm gonna toss this door back on. These connectors on the, when I replace the one on the front, I actually have to replace the door handle because this little chrome stuff is peeling, and if you're not careful, you can cut your fingers on it. Both passenger and drivers in the front, but drivers is way, or passengers way worse. So I'm going to toss this little barrier thing back on and button this back up. But you know, you can hear it's a little more solid. Obviously, I didn't put a ton of tape on there, and I wasn't really trying to. I was really doing a dynamet the whole thing, but anyway, the door will actually lock now. Before it was usually not doing anything. Once in a while it would unlock, but it would never lock. So, not the best situation. You always check. I got in the habit of trying to open the back door every time I got out of the truck. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I will be putting out a lot more videos. I'm actually about to do a trip in this truck out to Arizona and back, towing the trailer, and there is a decent chance that I'm going to have a video on the new F450 Platinum, the new 2024, the high output 1075 horsepower, 1050 horsepower, whatever it is. That sun's in my eyes. All the new things. So look for that hopefully within the month, or fingers crossed. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon. Thanks. Bye.